Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this channel. It's your boy Sammy. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the secrets that the pro traders don't tell you about. In this video, I'm going to be walking you down to some of the things that the pro traders are not telling you. Okay, now this is it. Now I know some of us got into forex trading through the internet. Some of us got into forex trading through brokers and adverts telling you that hey, if you want to be profitable and want to learn how to make money in forex, you have to be able to do this. You have to be able to do this. Sign up with your money, fund account, and um, get involved. Get involved in the chat, and you'll be making money. Guys, it doesn't work like that. I can tell. I can have a weakness of some of you that are actually in the forest market for a while now, and you know how it is. Where you funded your first money in forest, and what happened? You lost it. Some of us even went as far as borrowing money to invest. Whoa, that's the wrong thing to do. And so many things like that. So I would like to tell us some of the things that the pro traders are not telling us. Now you get involved in the chat. I believe most of you have seen it on Facebook, on Instagram, and what have you, TikTok, and all of that. And they show you big accounts how they're able to flip out and all of that. Now let me say this: before flipping out all of that, before getting involved in all of that, okay, have you bothered asking your question? What about those times where they make losses? What about those times where the market is not favorable to them? What do they do? What do they do? Okay, now they're not telling you. There's something about the internet. They will always show you one part that is successful that will attract your attention, and they're not showing the other part of you, the other part where yeah, where there are shortfalls. Everybody brings out their strength in front and leave out their weakness behind. So I'm going to be showing you some of the things that pro traders do. So now this is for those that are into forex trading and really want to make a living out of it. Ask yourself a question: if you're flipping the market, are you going to be doing that for life? This video is actually specific for those folks out there that are like, I really want to learn how to do this thing. I want to do it on my own. I'm going to be teaching you from a clear conscience. I want to do this thing on my own. I want to know how to trade the forex. I want to make a living from forex. I want to make it as a career. I want to be able to train my family and help my family out in doing forex trading. Well, you're welcome to this video. I'm going to be showing you some of the secrets. Okay, now there's some things we need to put in place. First is, what are the pro traders doing? If you have a strategy, cool. But if you don't have a strategy, I will recommend you watch a video where I talked about trend trading strategy. I'm going to be leaving the description below in this video. You can gain access to that video. That's my strategy I use in trading the forex market. Now, for every other thing that has a business sector, there's a way you approach it. Forex is not different from every other business. We approach it the same way. How do I mean? Now, you don't just come into an environment where you're new into and you just begin to move around. No, you have to look for a way to stable and have your own personality in the market. There are so many strategies out there. There are so many strategies out there to trade the forex market. But for me, I would recommend my mentees to go into trend trading strategy. That is moving with the trend. There's counter trend trading, but for now, stick with trend trading strategy because it gives you a higher win rate. Now, what is trend trading strategy? It has to do with moving with the market. Now, let's say, for example, the river, you went to a river and the market is actually, the river is actually moving in a particular direction. You want to follow it because, well, you will be relaxed. The current will be carrying you in that direction. But trying to go against the flow of the river, you're going to be ending up struggling. You end up struggling because you keep coming back. That's what traders are doing. Okay, when you trade against the trend and you're not used to it and you're not good at, mostly if you're a beginner, you're going to be losing money. Because why? You're trying to flow in a direction where the market is not going. You're trying to flow in the direction where the river is not flowing through, so you're going to be struggling at the end of the day. Okay, so that's one part. That's one part. Okay, now you have to get a strategy. I recommend the video. I'm going to be leaving the description below, like I said. Now, the next thing is you want to be able to understand this. Now, understand this. Let's take this seriously now. There's something the pro traders are doing. Now, if you come into the market, that sometimes the market is actually in a consolidation phase. Now, a consolidation phase has to do with when the market is not giving you a higher high or a higher low, or the market is not moving in the set direction it's supposed to be moving. This is something the pro traders are doing. They will stay away from the market. I'll repeat it again. There are some times where you come to the market where the market is not moving in the direction where it's supposed to be moving. Pro traders are staying away from the market. Sorry, pro traders are staying away from the market. Why are they doing so? Now, don't forget, we are not in control of the market. The smart money guys are. The institutions, they are. The big banks, they control the market. So there's some times where the market is actually not in a conducive environment for you to trade. You have to stay away. What they do is they go away from the market. They stay away from the market. Now, I'll give you an example. Now, for April, I don't know how many of you have been trading for March March, April, now we're in May. I will bet you March was a little bit better than April, because April there was actually no setup. I don't know about your strategy, but for my strategy, there was no setup. So what did I do? I went about doing something else. I made some losses because I discovered that I was doing something crazy. Yeah, I knew where my fox was coming from. So I decided to write it. Now don't forget, in this game we actually learn every day. Don't forget, we actually learn every day. I tried some new strategies, but I got to find out that it wasn't working for me. So I risked low while I was trying those strategies. I just had to stay away from the market. Now, there's something I will tell you secrets, the secret about the pro traders. Now, don't ever have one source of income. Now, Forex is a source of income, is an investment that can change your life, but I bet you need to have a side hustle. Go into something else that you can actually do to earn more money. You know why? When the market is in the phase where you don't understand what the market is doing, you can be focused on that side hustle and keep checking the market. And when the market comes back to your strategy, you can actually go back to the market and keep trading again. Now, but once you are able, let me give an example of this. Let me give an example. Let it not be as if I'm just talking and just talking like that. So let me show you an example here. Now, this is my strategy. This is my strategy. I wait for the market to come to an area of value. What I do is I do this. Sorry, just have to point this out. Okay. I do this. I take the market. Okay, let's say this market is an area of value. Yeah, let me use this. Now, if you can look clearly, I told you my strategy is trend trading strategy. And as you can see here, the market is actually in an area of value, which is this trend line. Let me take this out. Yeah. So I am going to wait for the market. Let's say for an example, the market goes to this area of value. Like you can see, the market has been respecting this trend line. These are smart money guys that are doing this. Okay, as you can see, the market is in the trend line. What I do is I go down to the 30 minutes. Don't forget, sorry, the first thing is the market structure. What's the structure? The market is actually bearish. It's going down. Okay, so what I do is I go to the 30 minutes. 30 minutes, sorry. 30 minutes actually my strategy. Like I said, I always use this a lot. Some folks use a lower time frame, lower than this, but I discovered that whenever I use the 30 minutes, I'm always profitable, so I stick to it. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, almost there. Okay, it's kind of slow. Come on, come on, come on. You guys don't know what's happening to this network. Okay, let's see if we can get it now. Okay, this is 30 minutes, and actually, the market has gotten to the trend line. So, what I do is I look for an opportunity here. I look for an opportunity here to get involved in this chart. Rising the price to the downside. Let's say this is my short. Okay, okay. Let's delete this. Let me show you guys what I do. Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, let me just see if I'm risking this. Something I do. Whenever the market gives me three times of my risk, I close 99%. Because I understand one thing about the market. There might be news released that will just spoil out a trade. So what I do is I close out what 99% of my profit and allow the 1% to run. If it moves in my favor, fine. Don't forget I've protected my trade already before doing that. Now the next thing the pro traders do and they don't tell you is they do a backtesting strategy. Now, what I just showed you is an example of a backtesting strategy. I'm not going to be dwelling more on this more in this video, but in case you want me to talk more on it, you can drop a comment in my section below and say I'm backtesting, and I'll give attention to it. Now, this backtesting strategy has to do with you going repeatedly to check out the strategy that's been playing out for you over time. Now, you don't want to break your trading rules, and one of your trading rules is that you're going to be trading your strategy in your trades. I know some folks be like, you can trade five four strategies. Okay, five four strategies, but I would say stick to one. I just have one strategy that I trade, and that's the trend trading strategy, and support and resistance. But still on the trend trading strategy because I know that's what the market is flowing through. That's the direction. I have a 99% win rate whenever I move with the market flow. Okay, so for a pro traders, they backtest their strategy. Whenever they don't find the setup, it's not an excuse. You don't have to kill yourself. Okay, you don't have to kill yourself. It's not your fault actually. So all you have to do is make sure you stick to the strategy. And now the last one is your psychology. Forget technical analysis. There are two things I've got to find out that are important in the market. One, your belief. That's a trading strategy. Your belief. And two, your mindset. That's the psychology. Now, guess what? The mind has 70%. It covers 70%. While risk management covers 20% and technical analysis 10%. So I say that's my own concept. That's what I think. You know why? Because whatever you're doing, either your trade is in a profit or in a loss, your psychology is the one playing out, no longer your technical analysis. Whenever you're making losses, if you can't control your emotions and put them in check, you're going to be making more losses. If you cannot control yourself when you lose out in a trade and you come back to revenge trade, you're going to be losing more trade. That's psychology there working. If you cannot actually wait for the market to come to you and all of a sudden in your mind you're hearing enter the trade, enter and all of that, no, what you're having is actually a problem, and that problem is actually psychology also. I used to mistake that for technical analysis. Why I struggled, I must tell you the truth. I struggled a lot trying to find my strategy. I was thinking that my strategy wasn't working. I used to call my boss then, my mentor, and I'll be like, "Whoa, my boss, this thing is not working. This thing is not giving me what I want." And he'd be like, "Keep trying." I didn't know my problem was psychology. I was thinking it was technical analysis. The market was violating rules. My market was breaking my trades, my trade entries. It was just giving me a stop loss rates. I was just having rates all throughout my trade. The problem wasn't the market. Guess what? Let me tell you a secret. You have you have control over the market. How do I mean? You have control in the terms of you have the ability to risk what you want to risk. The market is not the one to tell you what to risk. You have the ability to decide whether to enter a trade or not to enter a trade. Two, number three, you have the right to play on your strategy. And if the market respects it or not, it's fine. That's your strategy. The market doesn't change your belief. Your belief still stands. But guess what? There's just one thing you can control, and that's price movement. So a wise man once said, there is no need focusing on something you can't control. Why not focus on the one you can control? Focus on your risk management. You have control over it. You place a trade let's say a mini size 0.1, and the trade went against you, and you're coming back to open 0.2. Whoa, that's risky. Why not go for 0.05, a micro lot? You know why? If it fails, you're not really affected, because why? You reduced your risk. It is better you maintain your risk than to increase your risk after a loss or even after a profit. Just try and stick to discipline also. It will help a lot. So psychology has a way of playing out. Now, if you check out why you placed out that trade and you're risking 0.2 after making 0.1 loss, you'll find out that you wanted to recover your money and want to make more profit and regain what you have lost. That's the wrong mindset. That's psychology now. You have to be able to control that psychology and tell it, whoa, hey, I'm not going to be doing this. I'm going to be sticking to my rule. That's why you need a trading rule. Now, if you need a trading rule, I'm going to be giving an example of how I'm able to get a strategy, my rules, and keep them in check. I'll do a template for you on how to get your own rules, how you can get them laid out. If you need that video or if you need that guideline, you can easily chat me up or drop a comment in that section below. I will give attention to it. Like I says, I will give you a template on how to do it. Okay, so that is how it is. Psychology plays 70%. Technical analysis is what you believe. And guess what? Discipline comes in what you believe, in the sense that no matter if that market is a profit or a loss, you want to keep trading that strategy, because why? That is what you believe. It's just like someone saying, um, how will I put it now? Someone saying, you did this, but you believe, like someone saying you can't do this, but you believe you've done it before and it worked out for you. And what you'll be telling that person is, I can do this. And the person will be like, you can't. But you keep saying, I can, until you get on stage and perform and blow the person's mind off. That's how trading is. Once the market keep hitting your SL, check what the problem is, review it. Okay? I know some of the smart money guys know everything. Let me just tell you this. The smart money guys know where your stop losses are. They know when you're entering the trade. They know when they're entering the trade. So they know everything about your retail trading strategy. So that's why I would say, for you to be profitable, you have to understand what the smart money guys are thinking and beat them in their strategy. Now, if you take a look at this video here, you see from where I entered this trade here, you find out that there was a run out of liquidity. There are so many folks that were selling there. Smart money took out the money to the upside and stopped them before coming down to stop down these guys that are buying. So now, why I'm going to be entering this trade is because why? I saw the market come to the trend line. One. Two, I saw a run out of liquidity of retail traders that were actually selling from that zone. So smart money stopped them out, and I'll be like, whoa, it's time to get involved in this chat. I'm not going to be talking about smart money concept in this video. If you want to watch it, the link I'm going to be leaving it below. You can also gain access to it. Okay.